Hello, welcome. Today I want to show you my totally custom, one-of-a-kind, ingenious two-person cook kit that I built using mostly household items. And what better way to show you how well it works than to actually cook a meal? I wouldn't consider this a backpacking kit. I would use something a little smaller and a little lighter for backpacking. However, when I can carry a little more weight, like on a motorcycle or a kayak, I prefer this setup. It fits easily into a hatch or into saddlebags, and the shallower, wider shape makes it a little better for actually cooking a meal instead of just boiling water. Okay, enough intro. Let's get started. I keep the kit itself in this wash basin that I made by cutting the top off of a large protein powder container. And then I cut 2 slits on 4 sides around the perimeter of the container, and then I ran these nylon straps through those slits to keep everything in place. This pot is a GSI 2-liter pot. The pot itself is about 3.5 inches tall and 7 inches in diameter, and this lid, which also serves as a pan, is 1.5 inches high. If I take the strap off, take off the lid, which also serves as a frying pan, the first thing you'll see is this towel, which not only do I use for drying dishes, but it also protects the inside of the lid when the kit is all put together. First thing I want to point out are my bowls. I made these bowls just using measuring cups that I bought at Walmart. I cut them to size so they would fit in here. These are a little bit big, but I wanted to be able to put a 220 gram fuel container inside the bowls. As you can see, what I've got in here is a 220 gram fuel container. It goes into the bowls upside down. Then I have my windscreen for my stove on top of that. Inside this little indentation I have my JetBoil fuel canister stand. I also made some sleeves for the bowls just using some koozies that I sewed together. I did this because a lot of times I have to either hold the bowl or set it in my lap when I'm eating, and it's a little too hot without the sleeve. I bought 2 MSR folding sporks. I decided to buy these instead of make these. I bought them plastic so that they wouldn't scratch the non-stick surface of the pan. These are my cups. I made these from jelly containers that I cut down to size. I also have sleeves for these that I made out of koozies. Inside this cup I've got a small container of dishwashing liquid and a Snow Peak stove. Inside this container I've got a small little dishwashing scrub pad. This is a pot handle. I also have a small Bic lighter and a GSI salt and pepper shaker. I also keep a small containers of matches with a little strike surface in this Ziploc bag. That way I have multiple ways of either lighting the stove or starting a fire. And then the last thing I have in the container is a small thin piece of plastic cutting board. Alright, now that you've seen everything, let's cook some breakfast. Delicious. Well, I hope you found that both useful and entertaining. Hopefully that'll help you make your own kit.